In this video, you're going to see 7 key points of what can keep anyone poor. Now, if you're looking to improve your own financial status, maybe there are a thing or two from this video that you can take away with. And maybe in this video, let's also share the funny side of what poor people actually practice, and hopefully we can all avoid them. And if you stay to the end of the video, I actually have a bonus point for you. So if this whole topic on what can keep anyone poor is something that you are interested in, continue watching on. And the first thing starts with this. Poor people complain a lot. You know what I mean? You go to the markets, there's this person that complains all the time. You go have lunch with this colleague, there's this colleague that complains all the time, complains about bosses, complains about government. There is everything that is at fault. Now, even on your WhatsApp chat, you know who is that person. That uncle, auntie or the friend who's complaining all the time, and most importantly, you're wasting energy finding fault with other people. Jack Ma once said this: opportunity lies in where people complain. So hopefully you spend your energy not in complaining, but you spend your opportunity unearthing that opportunity. The second thing is that poor people see pay from their point of view only. Now, if they're paid $10 an hour or $3,000 a month, they're always thinking, hey, how can you expect me to do more work than what you are paying me right now? They're finding fault with things. They are only benchmarking their pay against what they supposedly think they should bring to the table. They don't see pay from their employer's point of view, their organization's point of view. Think about this. If you can deliver value to your organization, sooner or later you're going to get a pay raise, correct? You become indispensable. If not, your project, your work gets seen by competitors, by industry players. Sooner or later, recruiters will be looking and knocking at your door. So always, if you don't want to be poor anymore, don't look at pay from your point of view. Think about adding value to your firm, your organization, your boss, and sooner or later, you're going to get paid. Get rich quick schemes. Now, you've seen those before, those with a guaranteed return, correct? They attract a lot of the poor people simply because poor people gravitate towards these easy schemes. Now, how many guaranteed schemes are there that pay well? Almost never. The guaranteed schemes are those that pay very little, like fixed deposits. Poor people also have a lottery mindset. That is also in line with this get rich quick scheme. Hey, if I buy this toto, this lottery ticket, could I actually make $1 million? They don't think about wealth as a long-term project. They don't see compounding. They don't see cumulative work. Now, there's ways to get rich. First, you compound money through investments with a long period of time. The second that you can build wealth quickly is you compound your own value very quickly over time. That's what top entrepreneurs do. So if you don't want to stay poor, think long-term, think about value, think about doing the work itself. Now, if you benefited, smash on like so more people can see valuable content like this. And again, inviting you to press on the subscribe, because in the coming weeks, I'll be launching more videos to help you build your own wealth. The fourth thing is poor people don't ask for advice. Now, they don't want to be taught. And let me show an example that really illustrates a good point on what the best actually do. This is a clip of Kevin Durant, and what do you see in this clip? Kevin Durant is one of the best NBA players right now. And he's actually learning new moves from Steve Nash, who is actually one of the retired players. Even one of the best players right now is still learning new moves. So what about you? Now, if you want to improve your financial status, you need to ask people, you need to get criticism. And poor people often want to avoid all this kind of negative feedback that they are not good enough. If not, they're asking shallow questions that they don't want to take action on. I've actually seen questions like this: how do you actually buy your condo? And when the answer is given, they just think, I don't have that luck. I don't know how am I going to get there. They don't ask the questions, what do you think I can do right now to improve myself to get to buy a condo in 5 years? So the quality of question you actually ask gives a very different answer, gives actionable steps. So if you don't want to be poor, start by getting criticism, start by taking advice, and then improve your quality of questions. The fifth thing is poor people spend a lot of time on entertainment. Now, if you yourself, you want to get to a different financial status, something better, the first thing I'll advocate for you is check your phone. How much entertainment content is there? Do you have games? Do you have a lot of time spent on Facebook, social media apps, Instagram? If there is, cut away all this. Simply because if you free up the time there, you can spend your positive energy in reading and consuming education material. Now, poor people numb themselves with entertainment, and I'd like to share with you, my own journey. Because myself, I've actually left behind my TV at my old place. I did not bring over a TV. We actually installed, let me actually show you. We actually installed a TV desk over there, a TV console. And what do you realize? There's toys, there's books. There isn't any TV over there. So we've actually cut away TV. It's one of the best decisions we've done. I've actually spoken with my wife many times before, and we regret not doing it earlier. So my tip for you is, if you want to get to a different financial status, cut down on entertainment, you realize you free up a lot of positive energy, you can actually consume more reading material. The sixth thing is poor people actually avoid challenges. Now, what is a challenge? A challenge means that there's work to be done, correct? A challenge means that there's a possibility of failure, correct? So these are things that poor people really avoid. They want to stay in the comfort zone. Now, let me give you some examples. Someone who is a hawker, for example, and is unable to, just go beyond making ends meet. And he's thinking, hey, how can I become rich? The challenge for that hawker, for example, would be to actually set up a second store, find a mentor, find a way to develop a franchise. That is hard work. But there's a challenge that needs to be done to get to a new financial level. Or for example, a freelance tutor, able to save $100 a month, $200 a month. But that will not get the freelance tutor to financial freedom, correct? Because financial freedom requires a substantial savings and getting it invested to reach a stage whereby it's big enough to provide passive income. That freelance tutor can actually think in terms of a challenge. Do an ebook, do a course that's online, build an additional source of income. Those are difficult things to do. And those are really things that would really inspire that person to think harder and yet make the extra work. Now let me leave you with a quote. This is actually by Jesse Itzler. He's actually a part owner of Atlanta Hawks. And his quote is actually this: I like to have at least one big challenge a year. And what that challenge does is to keep him centered and keep him honest. Now that's something I adopted, because a challenge means that you have a focus that keeps you away from that comfort zone. And if you don't want to stay poor, moving away from comfort zone and growing is the only way to go. The seventh thing is poor people do not understand productivity. Let me give you some examples. The first, standing in line for 45 minutes to save $2. The second, traveling to another place which is an hour's drive away just to earn $10. Now these are actually very poor rate of returns for the time spent. Everybody only has 24 hours, correct? Which means someone who actually has rich mindset, understands what to prioritize, and someone who is poor has their schedules all over the place. Productivity is a lot on prioritization. Hopefully you understand that. Now if you're looking to improve on your productivity, let me introduce you to today's sponsor, which is Skillshare. Now Skillshare has a lot of masterclasses, and within it you'll find masterclasses on productivity. And two names in particular I'd like to introduce to you. The first is actually by Thomas Frank, and the second is actually by Ali Abdaal. These are actually two famous YouTubers, and they have actually a well-structured masterclass on Skillshare itself. So if you're keen, look out for our trial links below. To learn more on Skillshare, the first 1,000 to click the link in the description below will get a free trial of the Skillshare Premium membership. Since you stayed here, I've actually a bonus tip for you. That is number 8. Poor people actually buy unnecessary things in bulk. That's why you see so many marketing efforts. Buy one, get the second one at 50% discount. Or if you buy, for example, a bottle of Coke, buy the pack of 6 and you can actually get a discount to it. Poor people actually buy up unnecessary things in bulk and stock it back at their home. Now, if you like more tutorials, I have actually something to suggest to you. This is a video that I've done that touches on 7 money habits that keeps anyone poor. If you're looking to find out more on what's possibly going wrong with you, maybe check out this tutorial, because it has certain gems and ideas that I'd like to introduce you to also. With that, I'll sign off from here and see you in the tutorial. Hopefully it can help you further. With that, I'll sign off. Take care and goodbye.